Hey, stop that. All right. We're going to skip the next one on the program, go to the next one after that. The next one but one, if you're from England.
Don't skip any.
Oh.
You hear that?
What?
Just don't skip any.
Don't skip any. Can we just skip out to the yard?
Just keep playing.
Because we already did it.
Oh,
We
okay.
used it as one of our little...
You would find it seemingly familiar.
Oh.
George Carlin said there's this thing called Bujade, that distinct feeling that you've never been here before.
Yeah,
I'm experiencing that now because my set list is from last night.
Oh, well, there you go. This this next song is important to me for a lot of reasons, and some of you heard this story, so I apologize for that. But 1967, I'm on my way home from Vietnam. I'm stationed in Florida. I'm trying to get to Salt Lake City, and in those days they flew us through O'Hare. And we got into O'Hare. We couldn't land there because, as you can imagine, sometimes the winter storms are really bad there by the lake. And so they flew us into Midway, which is across town, and we hung around there for several hours. As a young single sailor, I had a $20 bill. That's all I had, because we'd fly cheap in those days on standby. $20 was a pretty big deal back then. I mean, you could buy stuff, but 8 or 10 hours in the airport. Then they finally bussed us from Midway back over to O'Hare. And we're there for several hours. So by the time I get on the airplane, I've got about $1.50 left, which is not enough to pay the cab fare from the airport to where I want to go home. So, yeah, that's what a teenage kid does, right? So I'm talking to the guy next to me, and he was a very nice gentleman. And this was the time when Vietnam veterans weren't really thought very highly of. We got not a very nice welcome home. But he was very kind, and he gave me a $20 bill. And I said, I cannot explain how grateful I am, but I can't possibly pay you back. And he said, well, if you'll spend your time paying it forward, then I will be repaid. Great advice, and I've tried to do that over the years. And every time I sing this song, I am reminded of that moment and the fact that I got home and 58,000 of my brothers and sisters did not in Vietnam. So I do that for them and for me, and with that respect. So sing along if you remember how to do the song. In the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand, and aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm a long way from home, miss my darling so. In the early morning rain, with no place to go, out on runway number 9, big 707 set to go. I'm stuck here on the ground, where the cold wind blows. Life, it's been good, went by fast. Yeah, there she goes, my friend. Oh, she's rolling now at last. Hear the mighty engines roar, see the silver wing on high. She's winging westward bound, far above the clouds she'll fly. morning rain don't fall, sun always shines. She'll be flying over my home about 3 hours time. This old airport's got me down, ain't no earthly good to me. I'm stuck here on the ground, cold and tired as I might be. You can't jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain. You can't jump a jet plane like you can an old freight train. So I'd best be on my way in the early morning rain.